Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Through Daybreak Part 137? Man, if I imagine it was only Part 37. What do you think we were doing in Part 37 off the top of your head? My guess would be Part 37. Ooh, we would have been about to end Chapter 2? We're talking to NPCs before we go to the final dungeon. I think that's a little early for 37. Or a little late. I mean, I don't know. Pop quiz. Let's do this. This is something we can work through together. All right? This is a community bonding exercise. How smart are you? How good's your memory? What do you remember from 4 months ago? Do you remember what happened in something you watched 4 months ago? Part 37, I was actually kind of close. Part 37, A Desperate Plea, that's when, it's after the murders and stuff. It's when Aaron's like, yo, what up? Please let me join you to go kick those guys' ass. So, hey, I was fairly close. But alright, what are we doing? We're talking? We're done with this district, right? Yeah. Being afflicted with rot does something. Nobody knows what it does, though. It's impossible. The loading screens are unreadable. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. That's my line. It's good to see you again, Judith. What the hell are you two doing together? Catching up, of course. They fought side by side together back in Crossbelly. Up the two most OP-ass, never getting hit motherfuckers. Sure met a lot of good people since you moved there. Although my reasons for moving there were self-indulgent, a lot of good came from that decision. Including meeting the members of Thor's Class 7. But the cool Class 7, I should specify, not this new trash Class 7. Oh yeah, weren't they the people who put a stop to the Great Twilight? Calvard's 8th greatest crisis, apparently? Yep, and I was one of them. If you'd like, I can tell you more about my classmates someday. I'll have to talk about with them. That sounds great, let's do that. I wonder if they're going to have that opportunity. Let's put a stop to Almada's scheme. Van and Judith probably know this already, but I was able to choose my own path. A path that strayed from the one laid out for me by my predecessor. The two people who gave me that opportunity are similar to the two who helped Fee find her own calling. I only realized this after the fact. I'd love to talk about it more with her when we get the chance. Yeah, but how you decided actually murdering people's totally fine. That's the path I want to stay on. The last time I got to work with Riksha was a year and a half ago. She's pretty familiar with members of my class, so there's a lot for us to talk about. When we get the chance, I'll tell you all about them too, Fairy. You guys did what in the quantum dimension? You know, it's another day at the office for us. Ungern will be delivering export to the Free Cities, so that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Relics from the Old Kingdom are in high demand outside Calvard. Selling them there is always worth the trouble. I asked them to bring Filinkov along for the trip, Nick. Hopefully I'll be hearing good news for next month or whatever. Oh, Got anything?
Fantastic stuff, right?
We'll buy one per customer. Got a leopard strap. May as well. What are the other? Like, we don't have all of them. You'd have 2 Proverbs of Conformity? What the hell? Kind of forgotten about the... And we've been kind of buying the accessories, but apparently we haven't been buying them good enough. I mean, they're pretty minor upgrades. I mean, you just get the extra, like, 10% stat, and then, like, 10 extra arts and strength. Kind of meh. This one's pretty damn good, though. This one's also pretty damn good. This one would be good. Yeah, because we have it. We don't have an ingot cap? I could have sworn I bought me like 18 ingot caps, partner. Did I sell it? That doesn't sound like something I'd do. I don't think I'd ever sell something. Any of these? Preemptive shard attack damage? Oh yeah, no, that's not relevant.
Can't wait to see you again.
Yep! Yeah, who up getting the accessory equipped? What do you have again? You got 25 speed. Oh, should you? Yeah, I mean, Vans at the end of the day still are main damage. He is limited by CP. And you're not limited by CP. I mean, we could give it to you. Oh god, what was it called? Oh no. I don't know what it was called. I'm never gonna find it. Okay, there it is. So you get crit, art evasion, regular evasion. And then we could give the speed to Catra. And do you got speedy shoes? You do. You do have speedy ass shoes. Oh, you don't have an action. Okay, we could definitely give you an action 3 and then probably also put our action 2 somewhere. I mean, you kind of benefit from having the EP cuts because you do be chonking through that. I mean, 12 art seems kind of dog water. Okay. Let me, do you sell quartz?
What do you think? Fantastic stuff, right?
Or like, can I trade up to? Oh. I thought we would have enough to trade up, but I guess not. Alright.
Can't wait to see you again.
I'll just have to remember to do that at some point. Because you can't make... Can you make quartz with the...
Time to update this.
No, you can't make quartz. You ain't got them type of skills. Finished reading Buzz Radio in the Royal Guardian, so my little buddy and I are going on a quick walk before heading home. Have to make sure those dang immigrants don't feel safe on the streets at night. It's past sundown and all that, you know? Do not ever take that sentence out of context. The reporters of the incident varied wildly from paper to paper. The Royal Guardian focused on the effects it would have on Oracion, only lightly touching on the tragedy itself. BuzzRater zeroed in on the issues with the statements provided by other mass media companies and major politicians.
Well,
So they just reprinted the work of somebody else? I don't know which one's worse. I mean, probably the royalist propaganda who's like, what about the freaking... Made the dang line go down, man! Woof, woof, woof! You okay, buddy? Why are you barking so much? You wanna go home or something? Easy, boy. Easy. Woof, woof. Oh, I can tell each and every one of the reporters are roughly baffled by the incident itself. Nonetheless, in just a few short days, they've been churning out story to story about it. Reporters sure have thick skin.
Now then. Oh, look at the time.
Oracion enters into a depression. My husband could very well lose his job. I mean, that seems unlikely you would enter into a depression. Could it have long-term economic effects? Yeah. I guess. People are anxious about the economy. I can hardly blame them. However, taking it out on immigrants is both unfair and wrong. It's not as though conditions would improve if they were all gone. Write her name down on the list. We got us a sympathizer. Because, I mean, I guess in theory, when you consider there's only like 8 towns in the country, having one of them blasted off the face of the planet, I guess would have a severe economic impact. Even though in reality, something like that would... I mean, the actual impact of one town being wiped off would be marginal. You know, there is the extra instability created by it being a terrorist attack, of course. That would have like an outsized influence, but I don't think it caused you guys to enter into a depression. If one little nuclear bomb could cause you guys to enter into a depression, and y'all had, you know, deeper economic problems underneath the surface, alright? I don't mind drinking alone on the occasion. It gives me a chance to think. My mind sometimes wanders to that detestable man and the things he does. His plans in particular can only be described as deranged. Do you know what he tried to play on the jukebox earlier? But they do keep things interesting, so I can't complain. You were complaining.
Want something to drink?
Just
Don't
now.
be a stranger.
To me. City's got people of all types. And when I mean all types, I mean all types. Electric, earth, dark, grass, fairy. Nothing really phases me anymore. Wasn't feeling so hot. I thought I'd drop by the bar and drink away my sorrows. When I tried to go in, I felt a cold chill. My body was screaming, danger! Don't go in there, get drunk at home. I think I'm gonna heed its advice and return to my room with this bottle. My establishment sometimes attracts a fair number of, let's say, unconventional patrons. Though I suppose that comes with the territory. I've more than gotten used to it. Except anyone who needs a place to rest. We needed a place to rest, why don't we book with you guys? That's the owner's mantra. Why do you guys get the luxury pub and inn? We just get a regular old stinky tavern.
Let's see.
My boyfriend was murdered by A and I want revenge. I know you guys are knowledgeable about the underworld and I need any info you have on them. I promise I won't cause you guys any trouble. I'm waiting on the outside of the marketplace in the Northern District. Yeah, they did say she had a quest, or there was something with her. This request is alarming. Yeah, better look into it. I mean, I don't know what the hell we can do. I mean, I kind of get them reaching out to us, but like, I don't know what the actual quest would be. Because we're kind of like, I can't really do anything about Almada right now because reasons. The cathedral looks especially beautiful against the backdrop of the starry sky. You want to visit it? You have to go to the East District. That's where all the wealthy people live. They built their mansions around the cathedral. It's not uncommon for cities to be constructed around churches. Yeah. Curses, how could I have been so blind? I've been staring at the palace all day, and I never took notice of the miasma that's flowing out of it. Yes, inspiration has struck at last. My hand is moving on its own. Fare thee well, foul slump. My inner artist has finally emerged. Ha ha!
Well,
What do you mean that's fog and it's there all the time? It's not actually a literal miasma. I'm pretty sure it's a miasma. I'm pretty sure there are dark deeds going on. Some sort of nuclear bomb-like device placed within. Parents are strict as ever. Glad to hear you're into movies now. Sucks to hear they're shaming you for watching them, but I doubt they'll stop you at least. They'll do more than stop you, your ass will get disowned. You won't be in the frickin' will. I imagine they'll continue to make a fuss of it. They even forced me to go to the opera house with them to compensate. I mean, of all the tragedies in the world, being forced to go to the opera house has gotta be towards the bottom. You've always been adamant about giving me a proper cultural education. Overbearing parents are the worst, aren't they? Why not get away from them for a while? Maybe you could go on a trip or try moving out. That don't have money of my own. Traveling alone can be scary at first, but you also get to discover so many things about the world and yourself. But most importantly, doing that will show them you're independent. I bet they'll start laying off a little afterwards. But is she, I mean, that's the question. Is she independent? You know, that just might work. It'd also be nice to add traveling to my growing list of new hobbies. Problem is, I'd probably also need an excuse to travel and live out on my own. Also, the money? You can't very well be like, oh, look how independent I am. Can you finance my trip? Sometimes I could say I'm doing a homestay program while studying abroad. I mean, there is definitely a level of independence to be found there, but like, I don't know if the parents would necessarily find that persuasive. If you're like, hey, you gotta respect me, I'm an independent person now. I do need you to fund my lifestyle, though. Living on my own and going on trips has helped me expand my horizons. It's also helped me discover so many new hobbies. And now that I'm back home, I'm viewing it with a whole different lens. It's fascinating, really. Now, if you're in a situation where you're like, hey, I want to travel, and your parents are like, absolutely, we're rich as fuck, you won the lottery in life, go do what you want, you shouldn't necessarily feel ashamed about that. But I don't know if it's really going to accomplish the goal you want, fake Amelie. I can prove that I can go on trips myself or live on my own. Perhaps my parents will loosen their grip on me. Worth a try at the very least. I'll only be able to break the status quo if I take action. Officer Krim is supposed to be on duty right now. She said she had urgent business to attend to and went off somewhere. I haven't heard from her since then. I sure hope she's okay.
Why, I'd recommend everything here.
Yes.
Take your time looking.
Like an elegant pizza? It's like a pizza, but more expensive.
Seeing you.
Hungry? How about trying one of my dinner dishes? There's only the one. My customers love it. The few I get, at least. I know there's a ton of hungry tourists out there, but the place just isn't well known. Anywho, why don't you grab a bite to eat? If possible, be pleased as punch if you spread the word. I learned in art school that getting people to recognize creative work is hard as heck. I'm gonna keep at it. Thanks to the people in this market, I'm not in the red, so gonna work hard until I can ride a wave of momentum. I think I mean, maybe you'll just get known after you're dead for your art. They'll be like, you know, that Andy guy, he really could make a good piece of pie. What are your impressions of this old city? Well, after interviewing several of the locals, I can definitely tell something's off. They may be citizens of the Republic like me, but they still seem so different from us. Friggin' foreigners. Damn royalist foreigners. Stuck in the past. Feels like they're hiding something. Something they feel they can't ever talk about. Your feeling is right on the mark. Oracion's upper-class citizens have been, and still are, defined by their lust for power. They're far removed from your average Calvardian. There are also many things boiling under the surface, but good luck getting them to open up about it. These are people who ignore the problems that are stirring them in the face makes it the perfect home base for Almada. It even lets them create connections with racial terrorists directly. It might be dangerous for people like me to be here, but there's got to be some way for me to help. I want to believe there's meaning to me being here. It's like you read my mind. I was just about to tell you it's dangerous for you to be out and about, but I know your type, so I know there's little point in trying to stop you. I'll even help you out during my break tomorrow. I'll have a way of showing my appreciation for that man. You can just say dingo. You don't have to say that man. Did he do something? Is there a reason we don't use Dingo's name anymore? As they say, the pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, whoever said that shit didn't have a sword in their face. The local journalist and I can fight using the power of words. We can do this. I suppose I have no choice but to help her now. Though she does have plenty of people to lean on, I've noticed she even enlisted the aid of a royal guardian reporter. It'll be interesting to observe how she inherits that man's will.
You there. Let me talk to you for a minute.
Yeah, until Dingo comes back and he's got a mask on and he's like, I'm not Dingo, I'm Bingo. I don't know you guys. Then she won't have to worry about inheriting his will. Okay, so you need 1 extra barrel of potatoes in next month's delivery. Any other changes? Is there something I can help you with? Business discussions hit a stopping point, so I'm free for the night. Oh no, you've done more than enough for me already. Honestly, I'm impressed you do business with such large companies, and yet you go out of your way for my little stall on top of that. Well, let's look out for one another. Things seem rough around here, so I want to chip in where I can. I know you lost one of your suppliers in that, terrorist attack? Yes, I know those villagers well. It's just so tragic. So many people lost their lives. I know, and all the potatoes. We just have to keep at it. People are depending on us to get their goods. You're absolutely right. We need to keep doing what we always do so everyone can eat their fill.
Now
There are people here that depend on this market. I don't know what will happen to the Republic going forward, but we have to continue offering Orid's crops at the current price. Emma's a real lifesaver. Thanks to her, we can keep selling our vegetables like we always have. By the way, I noticed Timo's in high spirits tonight like usual. The locals are all acutely aware of her little idiosyncrasy.
Alrighty.
Which one of you MFers is Timo? Like I remember that name, but I don't know which one is you. Because you're Andy. And you're Bernice. And you're Yolanda. At some point, I'd like to drop by the orphanage and teach the kids how to make accessories. All that child labor just sitting there doing nothing. They've been selling better than I anticipated, so I've gained a bit of confidence now. Maybe I can help those kids find a path through life. You're Timo. There's leftover fish again? Can't believe this. What the hell's the matter with you? Why would you let fresh fish go to waste? You better buy these up, Sonny, or I'm gonna lose it! Well, I mean, that's not how it works. If you got too many fish but not enough people to buy it, that's a you problem, not a them problem. That's like, you know, when you start making more refrigerators than there are households in the country, and then you're like, what the fuck? Nobody wants to buy my fridge. That's a you problem. What's up with this lady? She wasn't like this earlier today. Lady Timo's raising stick again, even though she sold a lot of fish today. Bet the tourists are struck dumb, though we're pretty used to it by now. I swear young folks these days waste so much gosh darn food. I refuse to let my fish go unsold, damn it. Don't you know there's starving orphans in North Ambria? And maybe even regular Ambria, but we don't talk about them?
This stuff's straight from the free cities. Don't miss it.
Would you happen to know Pershing from the exchange shop? He's been helping me out with exporting antiques for a while now. You guys should definitely make use of his services if you haven't already. Okay, I do see you over there. I think we're just going to talk, because I do kind of have a somewhat hard stop, so I don't want to end up getting lost and going for like an hour again, like we did the last couple of videos. I don't want to go too much beyond for like 45 minutes. We'll probably just do NPC talking. Not sleepy at all, but I finally got some rest. Delivering all those papers tomorrow is going to be a pain in the rear. I think I'll just play some card games or something until I'm feeling tired. Man, I sure am lucky. Got a job, some good friends, a nice warm bed. Kinda got it made, huh? Yeah, I guess. You know math? Nah. Can you read? Nah. You know anything about Calvardian history? Nah, lady, I just throw the papers in the bag. Maybe I can make myself useful at night. My buddy Pino does some shoe shine around this time. Oh, I don't want to sleep. Came back! Hey, let's play! Stop fooling around, Todd. It's not safe. And Rinka's trying to sleep. It's too damn early. It's like, what? Even if we assume we've been talking to people for like an hour. Too damn early to be going to bed, even for a kid. Come on over to the bed and we can play some cards or something. Now, do I myself go to bed at like 7 p.m.? Yeah, that's beside the fucking point, alright? Nobody, just shut up. You came back like you promised. I was gonna sleep, but do you want to talk? I have nice dreams when I sleep with everyone else, so I like sleeping. I first came here, I had a lot of sad dreams, so sleeping was scary. But wouldn't you want to be awake with all the people? You could have happy real-life experiences? Hey, you're talking to Svalana? Don't mind me, I'm just reading my book. I enjoy reading recipe books so I can help Miss Svalana with cooking. It'd be nice if Reen took a page out of my book, or Jean took a place out of my book and filled it with chores, but I guess he has his hands full of Todd and his job. All these kids talk at their fucking 45, man. It's so sad. Todd and Jean are wide awake, but Rinka's dead tired. Guess it's time to put the book away and get those two knuckleheads to settle down. Otherwise, Winker won't get a wink of sleep.
Alrighty.
Who decided we had to sleep when it's nighttime? That rule stinks. There's a lot of times I want to play at night. True, that's pretty true. That's why I get up at like 1 in the morning. Hello, Van. I'm happy to see you again. You look rather different, Van. You've got long hair and sunglasses. I know we just saw each other earlier today, but it feels like so much time has passed since then. Is there something I can help you with? Nah, just checking in. Glad it all looks well. My, you've grown to such a considerate young man. Anyway, yes, both the children and I have been doing just as fine as of late. Also, you mean to imply we weren't considered as a kid? That's kind of rude, lady. Thanks to those donations, the kids have been able to enjoy their lives comfortably. That's good to hear. He looks like he's okay, but deep down, I think he's only just barely keeping it together. Gotta find a way to get these people to safety. Fixer would. That's fine. We're not gonna blow up the damn bomb, alright? Because we would die, and we can't die. Except for Catra. He's expendable. The kids can't sleep since they're so excited, and they aren't used to surprise visitors. I'm sure they'd love it if you talked to them. Okie dokie. What was this shop? Is this the one with... Oh, that's the pub. It's not a shop. Okay, so we'll go hit up one of our other districts. Yeah, we haven't been here.
I guess we're off.
And this should be enough to round out the video, hopefully. Now, it's about time I headed to tonight's social club. Can't afford to be late. We do not hold these events just to pass the time. We plotted to plan the return of the rightful king. I'm sure it's a difficult concept to grasp for lower class people such as yourselves. President Dalty of Etois and President Auclair of the Quincy Company often go to them, but neither will be present tonight, I hear. Still, it's imperative that those of the high society to attend so they can forge new relationships with other distinguished families.
Well?
Both Mr. Auclair and Mr. Dalty were well known even before the end of the nobility and are still mainstays of high society. I mean, they wouldn't have been alive, presumably, when the nobility ended, unless they just let the nobility kick around for a while after the revolution. Oracion prospered after the revolution, in large part because prominent families banded together and were united as one. That's why attending these social gatherings is imperative. If you think we are merely partying the night away, then you are sorely mistaken. Yes, we do sometimes, as the lower class would say, get crunk, but that is purely secondary to it for the reasons we are there. I got bullied again just a second ago. I think I kind of got used to it though, so it doesn't bother me a ton. A lot of rich kids around here hate my guts, but I can get by since I've got one really good friend, and that's Jean over at the orphanage. Well, I guess I better pick myself back up and get back to work. Did you smite the kids? You sat there watched it happen, sister? Think Adios is okay with that shit? While Oracion has a treasured history, it's true that there have been a lot of oppression towards minorities and the less fortunate over the years. Since I started serving at the Grand Cathedral, I've seen many of these people's plights. It's hard to witness. That's why I would like to open up a facility where we can offer aid to those who are struggling. I've been discussing the idea with the Archbishop every day now. I have hopes it'll come to pass someday. Many people were in attendance this afternoon's memorial mass. We all have a desire to mourn the lives that were lost. I know the people in the capital want to do the same, but their Grand Cathedral hasn't held their services yet. They're moving slowly. As I understand it, the delay is being caused by political motives. It's not right. Churches should not be held back by needless red tape, especially in times like this where people just want to mourn the dead. We're housing a few people that were dispatched from the holy city of Arteria. However, I haven't seen them much. They mainly converse with the bishop. You don't have to worry about them. They certainly won't stop you from coming in and praying.
Adios.
Alright, what do you nerds have to say? Master Burgard! So you're with them now, huh? What do you mean? So you know he's with us. Unless you just happened to think he was independently along with us earlier? Indeed, I am aiding the Spriggan and his friends with their work. You guys are getting our master wrapped up in your criminal bullshit, I'll pummel your asses into the ground. Hey, we ain't criminals. We're handymen who help those in need. Our door's open to both you too, assuming you got cash to burn. If anything, you guys are the criminals. You guys work for the friggin' church, and they're like, oh, sorry. Get killed, nerd. Actually, I think I'd give you a sweet discount since your fellow student's a master. Fellow student? Sorry, no way in hell will accept you as one of Master's pupils. Not now, not ever. You needn't be so harsh on him. Why should you worry about me? I've been rather enjoying myself, as a matter of fact. My time with them has served as a sobering reminder that there's still much I have yet to see and do in this world. By the way, where are the Iskarot people? I don't sense them anywhere. Turn to ash. They are probably lying low as we speak. Damn cowards, looking forward to laughing in their stupid face if we're getting booted from the game. We learned they were beaten and that there were two groups of them at the same time. It was a shocking 1-2 punch. Not that shocking. Probably tried a pincer attack on some team and got their asses handed to them anyway. What a bunch of frickin' losers. Not to defend them, but our battle may have contributed to their loss. I imagine they were worn out. If you go up against a team like Marduk with anything less than full strength, defeat is an inevitability. Do you believe they faced Marduk as well? They fought Qasim then. Those guys sound like they're off their rocker. I'd love to throw down with them someday. Of course, we're not here to pick fights with unassailable opponents. We have another objective. That's right, you're looking for something, aren't you? As our master has no doubt informed you, the primary task of the Grosspitter is recovering and sealing away artifacts. We assign top priority for cases like this where they are being egregiously abused. It'd be awesome if we could bring down a mod at the same time, but that's not our main goal here. That doesn't hold true for Iskarot, however. Their directive is the defeat, or rather slaying, of heretics. The sword that Mafia had in the video is an artifact, correct? I certainly believe so. All evidence available to us points to that fact. If I'm not mistaken, Melchior's dagger and bombs, Olympia's angel, and Arikios' armor and halberd are artifacts as well, yes? Think so. Won't be easy to beat them with those things at their disposal. The artifact's supposed to be rare. Feels like everybody and their mother's got one now. Hey, he said the thing I was thinking. Not wrong there. One artifact's usually bad enough, so the thought of dealing with upwards of 4 is giving me splitting headache. Aren't you guys so cool though? Can you easily win because you're like, oh, I'm blessed by God or whatever? I got magic powers, I'm so cool. Ordinarily, I would urge you to stay away from those miscreants, even if you emerge victorious. However, we don't have the luxury of choice right now. Only got a warrior masters with them, so they're in good hands. I'm not sure if I can compete against them without my stigma, but I will do all that I can. However, regardless of how this game pans out, we'll need your help in recovering and sealing away the artifacts at the end. I'll be depending on you when the time comes. Of course, Master. We won't let you down. Oh man, you think we're gonna get to take another lap on the infinite staircase? He really is loved, ain't he? Now's the part where you call Van a piece of shit. You do not have the power to fight back against artifacts, so I suggest you be careful. You're lucky you have Master with you. He may have lost his stigma, but he has years of experience in dealing with artifacts. He would no doubt be a great help to you all. I do wish he was accompanying us instead. Alright, that's close enough. I'll count that. Leon and I will retrieve those artifacts for the last thing we do. We'll make you proud, Master. By the way, I'm still not huge on you teaming up with these guys, especially your unofficial disciple. What do you mean unofficial? Speaking of, you better not disappoint Master in any way. Your ass is mine. I'm so disappointed in you, Manuel. So very disappointed. You have no right to treat him like that. Your behavior is unbecoming of someone of your standing. I shall my father call for marriage. Yeah, get his ass. What? But what? That disgruntled little vermin got news, so I had to. He only asked if you wanted your shoes shined. All you had to do was politely decline his offer. You bullied him instead. You were trying to impress me by acting tough. You failed miserably. This is all a misunderstanding. Hey man, I think you may be not getting punished, actually. I don't know. A prearranged child marriage sounds fucking abhorrent. Can't believe she's taking the side of some filthy doorport bastard! Or brat, whatever. Just playing a frame for theft so I can press Charlene with my sharp-witted intellect. Where did I go wrong? Okay, they're kind of like like, yeah, this kid's a piece of shit, by the way. Second talk to him. Or second time talking to him. Manuel showed his true colors. He's not a gentleman at all, much as the prince of my dreams. I think it'd be best if father called off our marriage. I kind of like the way they reversed that. Because at first you kind of was like, oh, the chick's being kind of like a stuck-up little girl, but actually no, she's based. As based as rich little girls can be, it seems like. Some people from one of the anti-immigrant factions have been stirring up trouble again. Will they ever learn their lesson? Why must they do a demonstration now of all times? If I could get a warrant, I'd happily put those bastards in cuffs. But unfortunately, they're being protected by some friends in high places.
Nothing to do that way.
Let's just tear the caps. I hope she's doing alright. Apologies, I was a bit lost in thought. I heard rumors that House Arclair's estranged daughters had turned to Oracion. I've known her since she was a little girl.
We have full confidence in our products. We await your next visit.
Oh, you got the old lady voice.
In our store, you'll find products of only the highest.
Many places in Oracion offer dishes that are similar to what was once served in the old Oracion royalty. A chef's skills and methods of cooking are both important, but ingredients also have a tremendous effect on the quality of the dish. That's why we only use the finest Quincy brand ingredients. First-class restaurants often order supplies from Bellefleur, and that should speak to the quality of our products. I mean, maybe. Are these restaurants in the room with us right now?
Welcome to the Quincy department store, a bastion of history and culture.
Bastion of culture? Brother, it's fucking clothes and food. It ain't all that serious. Is it true that President Auclair's daughter has returned to Oracion? I know she was estranged from her father. How unexpected. The materials that go into clothing designs are crucial to their appeal. High-quality, lightweight fabrics are soft to the touch and sit comfortably on your skin. Eastern silk and Central Eastern goat wool may be rare, but they're worth seeking out. I hope more people will come to understand the importance of material quality in time.
Please take a close look.
A bastion of history and culture. In our store, you'll find products of only the highest quality that uphold Calvert's noble traditions.
Calvert's
You're
noble
always
traditions.
welcome here.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us today.
Isn't our noble tradition that we got rid of all the nobles? I think it's time for me and the boys to do our routine repair work on Vashtar Palace's exterior. It's an important piece of Oracion history, so the artisans in the city do upkeep it on a regular basis. Vashtar Palace was destroyed in the Revolution. I don't believe it needs to be preserved for future generations. Like, how destroyed?
A bastion of history and culture.
Because if you guys, like, did you recreate the entire palace?
In our store, you'll find products of only the
Like, was it just damaged extensively, damaged moderately, wiped to the ground? Because if you built all that shit back up, that's pretty impressive, honestly. I've helped repair its walls many times. I mean, there has been like 100 years to do it, but still. It's a pretty damn big palace. And it's gotta have been around long enough for them to, you know, if it is a complete rebuild, it's gotta have been long enough for the walls to have been crumbling. So I mean, either they got on that shit immediately, or maybe it, you know, wasn't actually completely destroyed. Which is what I would assume. Can never quite level with the wealthy clientele here. Their priorities and sensibilities are just so different from mine. I'm worried their pride will eventually lead to a collapse, not unlike the one the old kingdom saw. Yeah, I was just about to say that. You know the old saying, pride comes before a fall? Well, don't think the upper class people here do. I'm minimally concerned about the money that's flowing in and out of the bank for no clear purpose. I cannot help but be concerned the wealthy are resting on their seemingly stable laurels. The unknowns and the current flow of Mira could result in trust issues down the line. Yeah, but like President Gramhart will like bail him out if something happens. Probably. Don't think I can entrust this task to the police or the guild. I have no choice but to reach out to those fixers. Must ensure his safety at any cost. Did he say something about fixers? This hotel is once a reception hall. It was built at the behest of a royal family of the Old Kingdom. After the Revolution, it was turned into a hotel. And even now, we sometimes since serve royal families and nobles from other nations. It's times like those in which we were able to make use of traditions we inherited from the days when this was a reception hall. Can't say I'm too pleased with the current state of affairs. People have grown too accustomed to a society where nobles are not in power. Perhaps we really should consider allying with more conservative nobles in the Empire. Didn't really work out for them. I don't know why you want to ally with a bunch of losers who got their ass kicked by children. Noble power were to be restored internationally, and we may be able to bring Calvert back to its former glory. Isn't Calvert way more relevant now than it ever was? But whether we can make that a reality largely falls to them. Fortunately for us, Mayor Arden is sympathetic to our cause. I've met him many times at social events and the like, and I can attest to his respect for the old ways of the nobility. I have to ensure he stays in office. Guests from the Kowloon group are staying here. Do you have business with them? It's quite uncommon for such a large group of Kowloon to be staying here. I wonder if something's going on. I suppose it's not hard to imagine they have a lot to deal with given the perilous nature of things as of late. It's an honor we're able to provide a place for them to do business and a place for them to purchase Quincy brand chips. They're the quincyest. They are made of fine blue ingredients, red ingredients, brown ingredients, and even green ingredients.
Indeed.
The identity of which are a Quincy-held secret. If we told you what was in our chips, we'd have to kill you. And we would. Because Quincy brand can do anything. Alright, we'll call it here since we got our 2 side quests left for next time. Right? Anything in the ruins? Anything popping down here? No? Okay. So yeah, we'll do our requests. Well, let me not leave in this spot, because I'll be like, well, I'm in the dungeon. We'll probably start with the one request to talk to Lady, and then we'll do our other one for the dude in the hotel. That is for a later date, which will probably be tomorrow for you and maybe me. I am Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.